أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. القول مني في جميع الأشياء قول آل محمد عليهم السلام، فيما أسر وما أعلن وفيما بلغني عنهم وفيما لم يبلغني. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على خير الخلق أجمعين، سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن أعداءهم،
ولعنة الله على قتلتهم وأعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين، آمين. نحمد الله تعالى على آلائه وعلى أفضاله، وعلى أن جمعنا في هذه الجلسة المباركة الخيرة لكي نشهد دخول مؤمن جديد إلى دوحة الإيمان ودوحة الولاء لمحمد وآله الطاهرين صلوات الله عليهم أجمعين. وهذه لحظات نسعد بها ونفرح، وهي أسعد وأفرح اللحظات بالنسبة إلينا. تلك بركات مولانا صاحب الأمر عليه الصلاة والسلام. الأخ الكريم شاب من الشباب الإنجليز، وقام ببحث ذاتي في أكثره وفي مجمله لأجل أن يعرف الحق ويهتدي إليه. وقد عاونه بعض الإخوة ممن لهم ارتباط بنا، وسمعت أنه من ذي قبل قد أعلن إسلامه أو أشهره عند إحدى الجماعات، ولكنه بعدما تعمق أكثر في المناهج المطروحة على الساحة الشيعية كان قد اختار هذا المنهج، ووجد أنه بحاجة إلى أن يعيد إشهار إسلامه، مؤكدا على مبدأ البراءة من أعداء الله وأعداء رسوله وأهل البيت عليهم الصلاة والسلام. وهو يفخر بكونه الآن يعني يعنون نفسه بعنوان الشيعي الرافضي، وما أعظمها من صفة. نسأل الله تعالى أن يوفقنا في أعمالنا وفي صدق نوايانا لأن تصدق علينا حقا. فعلى بركة الله عز وجل نلقنه شهادة الإسلام، ونرحب به وبميلاده من جديد إنجاز التعبير، لأن الإنسان حين يسلم ويؤمن ويوالي محمدا المصطفى وآله عليهم الصلاة والسلام ويبرأ من أعدائهم، يكون كأنه قد ولد من جديد، ومحي عنه كل ما سبق من آثام أو خطايا. فأمامنا إذن شاب نستطيع أن نقول أن صفحته في هذه الساعة تكون صفحة بيضاء تماما. فاطلبوا حوائجكم من الله تعالى في مثل هذه الجلسة، وسلوه أن يسأل الله عز وجل لكم، لأن صفحته الآن صفحة بيضاء، فهو أحرى لأن يستجاب دعاؤه إن شاء الله. Are you ready? إن شاء الله.
Yes, I'm ready, إن شاء الله.
So say, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
وحده لا شريك له.
وحده
لا شريك له.
لا شريك له.
ولا شبيه له. ولا نظير. نظير. أشهد أن محمدا
على محمد وآل محمد
رسول الله
رسول الله
صلى الله عليه وآله. أشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
عليا
عليا
ولي الله
ولي الله
صلوات الله عليه. أشهد
أشهد
أن فاطمة
فاطمة
وأبناءها
وابناءها
المعصومين
المعصومين
حجج
الله
صلوات الله عليه. أبرأ إلى الله من أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعائشة وحفصة وأعداء أهل بيت رسول الله صلوات الله عليه. أشهد أن أبا بكر وعمر وعثمان وعائشة وحفصة في النار. صلوا على محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن أعداءهم.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
موفق إن شاء الله، موفق. بارك الله لك. بارك الله.
Congratulations. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brother, take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, Baba. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
May Allah bless you.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Allah bless you inshallah.
Thank you very much.
And keep moving in your path inshallah ta'ala. And try to learn more and more about Islam and about even the culture of Islam, because you need to focus on the culture of Muslims to know what is the difference between the real Islam and the Islam who came from the culture, because the hypocrites يعني تسللوا، نقول تسللوا شلون sneaked in the culture. So there is some of ideas or some of the values they think, the Muslims, the majority now of Muslims think it is an Islamic values or Islamic ideas, but it's not. For example, this mess came from the about the terrorism, and so they try to يعني التبرير يبررون to justify what they are doing according to narrations.
It's usually from Umar.
Yeah, from Umar, from Abu Bakr. Narrations came from Aisha, for example. So we have أحسنت مهس. شكرا. بعد.
all the things take that.
Oh, okay. What is this?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
قول له مولد.
So we are all here proud of you, and we ask Allah Azza wa Jal, inshallah, to guide you. And inshallah, we are waiting to see you in heaven, inshallah, with our noble Prophet and his pure family.
Inshallah.
Salawatullahi alayhi. Inshallah. If you can just give a short speech to the viewers about your name and your journey to Islam and to Shi'ism, and how do you and why did you choose this path? Yeah, if you like.
Okay. First of all, throughout my life, I've had Muslim friends, like during the path of my life, like after 9/11, etc. My opinion of Muslims slightly differed, but I still kept my friends, because I felt that if I left my friends, then that would be quite harsh to them, because they were very nice. In my opinion, they were very nice people. They are very nice people, and I didn't think that they were capable of. I didn't think it was confusing, because because these were very nice people, and I didn't understand how Muslims could how do such crimes against human beings, even if they were disbelievers or even believers. Because in the Quran, it forbids us to kill any human being. It's equivalent to killing one human being is equivalent to killing the whole of humanity. For example, in chapter 5, verse 32, I think it is. So after, because of my curiosity of Islam, because of my questions I had for myself about Islam, I felt that I needed to read the Quran. And after I read the Quran, I felt like God guided me, Allah guided me to the true path to Islam itself, because after studying the Quran, I didn't find that the acts of these so-called Muslims today, I had to thought to myself, I had to search in my heart I was a Muslim, but I had to find the true path of Islam. So I started researching, first of all, Sunni Islam, what their beliefs were. I found that they believed that Abu Bakr, la'natullahi, that they believed he was the true successor of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That he was a true successor. I discovered that some believed, it's like a mixed opinion that I came across. Some believed he was elected by the people, in an election, and actually I counted that some believed that he was appointed by God. So I tried doing a lot of research. So I asked myself, is this mentioned in the Quran? Was Abu Bakr appointed? And I did my research. There was no reference to even the superiority of Abu Bakr in anywhere with my research. This took a very long time, because I had to piece together everything, the beliefs of success. If I had to first of all question how were previous successors of prophets, how were they appointed? So I had to do a lot of research, ask a lot of questions to people, and I came across my conclusion was that all prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were appointed by Him alone through His prophets. There's a verse in the Quran, I can't remember but the reference, the number and the surah and the verse off by my heart, but it says that Allah is the only chooser, and the choosing is not with us, the people. So basically this verse is very clear, to anyone that reads the Quran, whether Muslim, non-Muslim, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only true authority of everybody. like over everybody, especially when appointing prophets and their successors. Then I had to then I had to search. Then I found the verse of the Quran where it says that we're not allowed to obey any sinner. So this applies to the beliefs of the prophets and the imams being masoom, because they have to be free from any sins, any major sins. Like there's opinion that the minor mistakes can occur. Basically, any sins that can lead us to the wrong path, which leads to question: this leaded me to question: did Abu Bakr sin in any way? Did he commit any injustice? Because in Surah Al-Baqarah of the Quran, I think it's Surah Al-Baqarah. It describes the story of Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam. I think it's that chapter. It says that he was appointed as an imam over, and then he questioned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will my sons or my offspring be a part of my succession? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the succession will only reach the just and not reach the unjust. And the Arabic word which was used, I can't remember off by heart, but I did my research by reading a book on this, that if any injustice, even the smallest type of injustice occurs, then he is not eligible for the succession of that prophet. So this led to me to believe that the successor of the prophet had to be masoom, that he had to be appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes many characteristics within the Quran of his appointed leaders on earth. That he had to have a lot of knowledge, that he had to be strong. Like I've seen many verses of the Quran, for example, when he appointed the king of Bani Israel, that the Jews were questioning his characteristics. Will he be wealthy? Like, because at that time the Jews were quite corrupt in their thinking, like they only after dunya, worldly things, etc. And that he believed that the question, will this king be wealthy, I think. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied, I can't remember, he replied that the king will be strong, but he didn't really want to apply characteristics of wealth in any way, I think. Basically, this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes his successors of the prophets, that has to be appointed by him alone, that they had to be knowledgeable, that they had to be just, and not commit any sin, and they're not allowed to be appointed by people or even angels, because in Surah Al-Baqarah it describes the story of Adam alayhi salam, a conversation with the angels, and the conversation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the angels occurred about the characteristics of Adam, of the human being in general, that are you going to put someone on earth that will cause bloodshed? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied, I know what you do not know. Basically saying, basically just trying to say to the angels that I have knowledge of the unseen, that you do not know, that this man, that Nabi Adam alayhi salam will be good for mankind, that he's going to appoint him a Khalifa on earth, that he will do good for mankind. That basically saying that there's categories between human beings, that some are good, some are bad. That's the message I got from the verse. And so basically, after assessing the many verses of the Quran, that that it's only up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who can elect successors on earth. Then when I was researching the Bakri religion, I never found any much evidence to suggest that Abu Bakr Lanatullahi that was appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or even has any sort of praise within the Quran even. There's nothing.
MashaAllah, you are very knowledgeable. MashaAllah. You are very knowledgeable.
Basically, you didn't have any. He wasn't even praised in the Quran in any way. And like you get these Bakris trying to argue, but they cannot get out of their own thinking, because they have to defend. They were taught to defend the Sahaba, even if the Sahaba killed Uthman, they even tried to defend him. I've seen your video on that.
Yeah.
It's quite. It made me laugh.
It's good to continue this, but we have to pray now, inshallah.
Oh, sorry.
And after that, please continue your speech. It's very interested. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
MashaAllah.
Thank you very much.
محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين
السلام
آمنوا
عليكم.
صلوا عليه وسلموا